Hi, my name is Nick, and in this video I'm going to show you how to play a brand new game called JIIGGI Lingo. JIIGGI Lingo is played face-to-face at bars, nightclubs, coffee shops, or any place where people gather and want to have fun. JIIGGI pairs people from a large group, 2 by 2, and then lets them play together for a few minutes. JIIGGI then unpairs them and puts them together with a new person until everybody meets everybody else. It's a little bit like a short speed date for people that want to meet everybody in the group. Let's get started, and hey, let's get jiggy. So you'll notice here in the JIIGGI screen I'm showing you I'm already logged in to the game, and this is my profile. I'm Nick, and as it describes here, I'm a 40 to 50-year-old white guy with brown hair, 6 foot tall. I ride a Harley, I like kids, and I play guitar, albeit pretty badly. So my profile tells a little bit about myself, and I'm at the venue right now called the Ultra Lounge, the Hipster Ultra Lounge in San Jose. And we're going to play a game called Lingo Hipster. And you'll notice the screen advises me that to play this event you must be at the Hipster Ultra Lounge in San Jose, and it asks me if I'm already at that place. Well, I am, and you would have to be at the venue in order to play the game, because it is a face-to-face game where you play with another individual using your mobile phone, but standing face-to-face with them and meeting them usually for the first time. So I'll advance screens here. The next thing it does is it asks me what I am wearing right now, so that the other person that I'll be meeting will be able to identify me. So I'll type in that I'm wearing a red sweater, and I'll go ahead and submit that, and it asks if I'm ready to begin. Well, I am ready to begin, but clearly to play a game like this I have to have another person to play with, and there is somebody else, actually one of the people in the large group that I'm playing with, that is ready to play. And here's her profile on my iPhone, and her name is Heather. She's a 25 to 35-year-old Latin girl with brown hair, 5'4" to 5'8" tall. She likes horror movies, drives a Mini Cooper convertible, and her dad's a cop. So those are a little bit of personal items about Heather. She's asked if she's at the Ultra Lounge and ready to play, and she says yes, she's at the Ultra Lounge and is ready to play. You'll notice her screen will advance to the next place where mine is at, and we're now ready to meet each other. So as the screen now on my phone is showing that it's getting ready to pair me up with Heather. However, she has to type something on her phone, which I'm doing right now, as to what she's wearing so I can identify her out of the crowd. And she's wearing a blue blazer, so I'll type that in. I'll do that off camera. And I'll submit that. And in just a moment, after that's being submitted, you'll see that she's asked if she's ready to begin as well. She says yes, and it's finding somebody for her to meet as well. In just a moment, it'll pair me with the other player, in this case, Heather. And you'll see the first person to get paired is Heather, and she's paired with me, Nick. And you'll see that first my profile doesn't show my picture to make it a little bit more challenging and more fun for her to find me. But it does describe me. It says, "Find Nick, he's looking for you. Look for a 40 to 50-year-old white guy, brown hair, 6 foot tall, red sweater. And if you found him, and when you found him, your codes match. Your code is Apple." So it asks if it's found me yet. And then my phone also advances and it says that I should find Heather. It says, "Find Heather, she's looking for you. Look for a 25 to 35-year-old female, Latin brown hair, 5'4" to 5'8" tall, blue blazer, and your codes are Apple." Okay, good. I found Heather. Hi Heather, how are you? And a set of questions now come up, and this is the game itself, JIIGGI Lingo. I'll advance Heather's screen because she's found me as well. And it says, "Nick, ask Heather the following question and submit her choice." And so Heather's standing across from me, and I'll ask Heather, what is a gleek? And I have one of 3 choices for you, Heather. A gleek is a glamorous geek, B, a type of spitting, or C, to glean quickly. So Heather will think about that for a moment and try to figure out what a gleek is, and she'll give me her answer, and she'll say that she thinks it's a glamorous geek. That's a gleek. Okay, Heather, I'll go ahead and put in your choice and submit it. And what it says, oops, Heather, you're wrong, sorry. Gleek is a special distance-oriented spitting technique done by saliva collection under the tongue and then a press on the glands. Man, that's gross. Correct answer was a type of spitting. So what happens now is it says, okay, Heather will ask you a question. That is, Heather will ask me a question, Nick, and after I answer, then we can talk a little bit. So here's Heather's phone, and she'll read me this question off of her phone, and it says, Heather is asking me, what are granny panties? And the A choice is purse dogs, B, when grandma climbs a hill too quickly, and C, unsexy underwear. Well, geez, Heather asked me what granny panties were, and I think it's probably C. So Heather's going to put in C into her phone and submit my choice and see what that comes back with. So it's submitting right now. And it says, whoop, yay, Nick got it correct. So it says, granny panties are uncool young women's underwear that cover a lot of skin and are uncomfortable but never sexy except to some special men. So the unsexy underwear answer was correct. And now we have some fun facts. So Heather gets to find out about me from my profile that I ride a Harley and I like kids and I play guitar badly. So we'll talk about that a little bit. And then also I know a little bit about her from her profile, that she likes horror movies, drives a Mini Cooper, and her dad's a cop. So that'll give us something to talk about for a few minutes. Then after we're done talking, we go ahead and move on to the next pairing. So you can see this is a little bit of a speed meet and greet sort of element here. And it says, okay, Nick, say goodbye to Heather. Remember, this is my phone now. And before we match you with someone else, would you like to befriend Heather? So I would say goodbye to Heather, and as she's sort of stepping away, I'd say yes, because I thought Heather was rather nice, and it'll go ahead and try to pair me up with the next person. Now Heather's doing the same thing on her side. She'll go ahead and advance here, and she'll say goodbye to me on her. So she advances on her phone. This is Heather's phone. And it says, say goodbye to Nick. Before we match you with somebody else, would you like to befriend Nick? Well, unfortunately, in this case, Heather didn't think so much of me as I thought of her, so she's going to say no. And what happens now is it advances to the next person that she'll be paired with, and I'm advancing to the next person I'll be paired with. But no connection will be made on our system between Heather and myself because it has to be a mutual opt-in so that we could communicate over our system. So that's the essence of JIIGGI Lingo. There's many more games to come, but that's our first one. I hope you liked it, and we'll look forward to seeing you at the next JIIGGI event. So long.